Welcome to Hypnotic Authenticity. My name is Chris. I'm a practical, grounded hypnotherapist. I'm based in Switzerland, and this is a space that I have created to foster a genuine sense of inner settling, a place to harmonize with yourself and bring about the improvements to your well-being that, I don't know, maybe perhaps you thought were literally impossible. So my episodes are an invitation to reconnect with all that is alive inside you, to examine the stories that you live your life by, and to maybe soften the edges of what it is that you believe yourself to be in order to create a bigger, broader, more expansive sense of your personal agency and your personal understanding. So I'm going to be talking about identity, about existence, about self-resonance, self-harmony, about authenticity. And that'll all be wrapped up with a sprinkling of hypnosis or guided meditation to help you settle, to help you align and return to yourself. So if you're ready, take a breath and let's begin. I'm going to offer you a guided meditation, a hypnotic journey perhaps, to bring you back into a state of present-minded awareness. I'm doing this quite specifically with anxiety in mind. The world is a somewhat strange place at the moment, and it's very easy to get worried about things which are frankly outside of our control. So I'm going to offer you a way today of bringing yourself back into the present moment, because what is patently obvious when people are anxious is that they tend to be anxious about things which are not occurring right now in this moment, but that are worries about the future, or equally judgments about the past which might have an impact upon a future. So if you find yourself in need of being able to ground yourself, in need of being able to bring yourself back to this moment, to concentrate on what you are, on what your inner experience is, and to honor that, then I would invite you to listen on. So I'm not going to fix anything today. I don't even know what it is that you might be preoccupied about. What I'm going to offer you is this sense of honoring you, even when there's noise around you. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not literally going to invite you into a formal hypnotic induction by any means today, but you may wish to close your eyes whilst you're listening to my words, and you may wish to drop your sense of general awareness. So just in case it needs to be said, please only listen when you can give my words your complete attention. Do not listen whilst driving, whilst operating any kind of machinery. Only do so when it's safe and completely appropriate. So if you can set aside, I would imagine this one will take quite some time. So I would set aside maybe 20 minutes or so. Find yourself a place where you're reasonably sure you won't be disturbed. It doesn't matter if there are noises going on around you. That's just the world going about its business. But it's nice to feel as though you can give this your full attention and just honor yourself in this moment. So if you're sat down on a chair, maybe you want to separate your feet, put your hands on your lap. If you're laying down, again, just kind of make sure that you don't have any crossed arms or crossed legs or crossed fingers. Just allow yourself to be. And let's just begin by noticing that we're here. Not preparing to be, not arriving, but here, in this, now. And as I say those words, thoughts may come up. Thoughts may wander across. But you don't need to know this moment to be in it. recognition is enough. I am here, and this is now. And as you notice that, you might also notice something quiet, something subtle. You are present with this moment. You're not identical to everything happening in it. The thoughts may be here. Sensations may be here. Emotions may be here. And you are here with them. This is here. And I am here. And that distinction doesn't need effort. It's not distance. It's not space. It's just an expansive sense of being. And as that awareness settles, you might notice that here has room in it. It's not tight. It can include uncertainty and still remain steady. But extending beyond a single thought or feeling. Because you don't need to decide or focus. You can just allow the sense of being here to be exactly as it is in this moment. And while that's happening, perhaps the mind drifts, might zoom in, it might tie together conclusions, it might try to predict. That's what minds do. But you can feel that even while it does that, you are still here. And you can notice noticing. Here I am. This is me happening now. And perhaps sometimes the mind wanders further. Perhaps it wanders into a future or a remembered fear or a sense of knowing or a thought without explanation. And then, without any effort, another noticing. Here. Now. Just a remembering of something that never left. And that can be incomplete. Because there are things you know, there are things you don't know, there are things you don't yet know that you don't know. And none of that needs to be resolved now. You can simply notice, I am here, inside this moment. And this moment is not the whole of me. And as that recognition begins to settle, your focus can widen naturally beyond conclusions, beyond outcomes, beyond even the version of you that you think you are in this moment. And if the thoughts are trying to decide, trying to protect, trying to predict, just let it. Returning to here and now. Because you might begin to sense that now is reliable. Now keeps arriving, no matter what the mind does. And earlier, there were questions, the ones that anxiety asks. And perhaps this isn't the moment to find answers at all. And perhaps it's the moment to hold gently what is already here. Because sometimes identity softens, not by finding answers, but by recognizing presence. Who are you when you don't need to know yet? And as the mind turns this over, perhaps briefly spinning into possibility, there can be a pause, there can be a widening. And in that space, something may return. I am here with all of this. This is here, and I am here now, without effort, without distinction. And yet you can find focus whenever you choose. Some things inviting your influence, some things existing beyond it. But what is within your influence tends to become clearer from here, from presence. And what isn't doesn't really demand your energy in this moment. Because you are the one who notices. And that noticing doesn't need to hurry. And you might realize, not as an idea, but as an experience, that you can find this present moment at any time, no matter where the mind goes, no matter what story is playing. Here is available. This is where I am. I am present. I am more than this moment. Whilst this moment holds me. And if there's an action to take later, it will arise from this wider place. not from fear, not from a fixed identity, but from clarity that emerges when you're no longer trapped, confined to a single conclusion. And for now, perhaps nothing needs to be solved. Perhaps nothing needs to be fixed. Just this. And perhaps you may find the more often you return here, the less power the unsolvable future seems to have. Because it isn't happening. This is. And you are here. As this moment continues to unfold, named or unnamed, clear or subtle, coming with you naturally. And you don't need to leave it behind, not as a lesson to remember or seem to remember, but as a way of being that can reappear whenever useful. As you move now, or perhaps open your eyes, or shift your attention towards the outward again, you can still recognize, I am here in this now. And perhaps you don't have to recreate this moment later, because here is available whenever, wherever, whoever you are being. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're thinking, this moment will keep meeting you. And you can return whenever you notice the need. Effortlessly. Just by recognition. Here. Now. And you can continue on with whatever comes next, but bringing with you whatever quietly settled into place here. Just a gentle awareness. An awareness of awareness. Of being both here inside and here in this, in the room. And you might begin to notice the support beneath you, the space around you, the ordinary sounds that were always present. And as that happens, you can allow the sense of here to come with you, not fading, not disappearing, just becoming part of you, part of how you move forward. And whatever settled during this moment can remain settled without demanding attention. You don't have to remember it precisely. All will express itself naturally in how you pace yourself, in how you move, in how you think, how you respond, in how you return to now when it matters. And so now, as I invite you to reorient, focus upon yourself, you may find yourself feeling a little clearer, a little more present, or simply more here than before. In your own time, if you had your eyes closed, you can allow your eyes to open. You can bring your attention fully returning back to this present moment, bringing with you whatever's useful and leaving behind whatever isn't. No effort required, no special state to maintain, just this. You are here. This is now. And you're ready to continue. Thank you for listening. If it supported you in some way or helped you to question your inner experience, then follow the show. Personally, I would be really grateful if you might also leave a quick rating. It makes a huge difference in terms of discoverability so that other people who might benefit can find the podcast. If you prefer a visual element, check out Authentic Life Hypnosis on YouTube. And if you're looking for deeper work beyond one-way audio yourself, you're very welcome to reach out. Equally, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Until next time.